get
I
together
thought
themselves.
after we got back from the trip, I didn't think we had very good practices, and not every day, but and this is a hard stretch that you got. We joked about football schedule Saturday, 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 and I've tried to. I don't think you can practice 5 days in a row, so we stuck, one day weights and shooting or weights and video, something like that to break it up. And so, but you want out of that week then three good practices to get better. And I just didn't think we practice like we need to. And they're older. We've talked a lot this week. You got to go through the process. Everyone remembers the glory of the end, but there's a hard, long process to get to that point, and that's got to, that's what they got to embrace. The journey, the process to hopefully get to where we have success at the end.
Has this week gotten back to where you want it to be?
We've gotten after them a little bit, and they're much, when you fail or you don't have success, you're much more apt to listen. So so I think they're, they've been pretty good. We'll see.
You said last week that you were going to use that week as a trial run with the 3 straight Saturdays in one game.
Yeah.
But you said if it doesn't go as well, we might. So did you end up having?
Well, we broke it. We went last week. We went Monday off Tuesday, or weights and shooting on Tuesday, and then we went Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This week we're going Monday, Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Yesterday was just shooting and video, and so just to break it up. Yeah. It is a long season, and we've had illness, we've had some injuries, we've had guys miss practice, so that always adds into it. And then you got finals coming up. A lot of guys have finals this week, so you add that little bit extra stress to it.
Is any of that at all superstition, or you don't believe?
I don't. To me, it's not superstition. I just want to do what the best is for the guys to get the best practices, to get the most out of them, to help them learn, and to be fresh for the game. I thought we started out in the game pretty well, and I don't think we dealt with the adversity of the game, the craziness of the game, and the other thing, and I've said this, and you guys kept asking about expectations, how it changed our guys. I don't, I had to learn too. It's more the other teams are much more ready than our guys realized. We were just another team last year. They're good, they're Big 12, but they're picked 8th. Now, you're picked 8th in the country or whatever. So it's a different mindset for the other teams, and you saw that. I mean, they played at a really high level. The crowd, the energy, the place, and
Appreciate Shaq.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Last year's loss against Tulsa as motivation this time?
I mean, we've talked about it from, they beat us. I mean, we didn't, it was, if you remember, 3 for 34 from 3 or whatever the heck it was. So, and you can make excuses, we didn't make shots, well, then you better adjust. And that's, even in the game Saturday, I think that was, we didn't adjust to how they called the game. And we just, so that's part of it. That's part of being a mature basketball player. And, we're not making threes. Well, we better throw it inside and get somebody the ball there so they maybe get a foul or get a layup or break the monotony of the game. But it's going to be a tough game. They're good. They obviously beat Oklahoma State last night, played well. Oklahoma State beats LSU. I thought they played Nevada very well, and Nevada's really good. Probably their only, I'm sure they would tell you, their only, that SIU game didn't, kind of probably surprised them. But they probably had, you get high for Nevada and then you don't win, and now you got to play SIU, and now they didn't probably get mentally ready like they needed to.
Tough throwing it inside more. The first half, Dean had 3 shots, I think. Everybody else.
Well, part of it, credit to Marquette. They doubled them. They didn't let them get it. They sagged off of the 5. So now you got to, you got to adjust. And I tried to get Dean, you got to start moving and running without the basketball. We just can't give it to you every time. They might not let you get it. So, again, adjusting to the game and being aggressive, and hopefully, again, we learn from that. That's our job and their job.
What was your reaction to Coach Snyder stepping down?
It's just, I've just enjoyed so much being here. I have not had the great fortune of being at places that had good football. And there was a long run at Purdue where they weren't very good. Drew Brees came right at the end when I left. And, Illinois, we had Southern Illinois, they were probably almost as bad as here. I think 25 straight losing seasons. And then Coach Kill came, changed it, and I left. And then at Illinois, they had a couple good years, mixed in while I was there. But, just to me, it's been an honor to watch it, be part of it. What he's done, it truly is a miracle. I really believe that. I mean, I told you guys years ago that Roy Williams, when I got the job, said, you better go talk to him. He's done the greatest job in college sports history to do what he did. And so it's sad, but when I text him, I just pray and hope that he can enjoy his retirement. That's the biggest thing for any coach.
You missed all the Drew Brees days at Purdue?
Actually, I was driving through a snowstorm. K-State was playing Purdue in my first year at Southern Illinois, and I got to watch that game in a hotel. And I ate a pizza and had a beer. So I remember that.
How much does last night's game also just help you for advanced scouting or something like Oklahoma State so far away? We don't even think about that yet.
Oh, I mean, the guys are always watching them. Our coaches are always watching the team, so, you get a feel of them when you get to them. But I think more than anything for our players, hey, Tulsa's pretty good. They haven't lost at home. They 12 in a row at home, I think, and just beat Oklahoma State, a team in our league. So I hope that helps us.
Do you have a cutoff? Because you've talked about this a lot, that you want to let the players play this year, not maybe rein things in and have a half court. At what point do you reach that? Have you told them if it's not by game?
Oh, I don't think there's a game. I just think I'm hoping they adjust and be a little more patient. And what we did do yesterday, we showed them some of last year. And the pace we played, Well, no, we ran some sets. We moved the ball. We got it to, got the ball side to side, got it to the right people, got open shots, and shared it. And, it was just, I think right now we're all trying to make plays every time we touch it. And sometimes there's nothing there.
Both the players who came here, Xavier and Dean, both said that after looking at the film, they didn't think Saturday's defense performance was as bad as maybe it would look when you get 45. So they just said there were small little breakdowns here and there. So after watching the film, were you a little more encouraged?
Well, that kid made some tough shots. He got a lot of free throws. Some we gifted him, some he earned. The other guard, that number 2, he shouldn't have had 16, although he came back last night and had 14 or 2 nights ago. That was disturbing. I think the biggest stat, if you look at it, they were 19 for 22 from 2. So, that's what worries me, if anything. It was, like I say, beginning of the game, the first 8-9 minutes was fine, and now you don't, for the next 12 minutes, you don't even have, you have 2 of your starters on the court. So, and your best sub wasn't on the court either because he was in foul trouble. So it was an anomaly a little bit, but at the same time, it was a good game a big game for us, and we didn't react very well, especially when we hit adversity.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thank you.